Hey, what's up? You with mis amigos? I'm gonna do a little update on the bike that I've been working on. You can see that in there. So far, the fun stuff I've got done. A lot of tear down. The tear down's kind of fun actually. You don't have to pay attention too much to what you're doing, but when it comes to wiring, you kind of do. So that's mostly what I'm running into right now. Right now I'm trying to dial in because I decided I'm gonna try to keep. Uh, I'm gonna almost a kind of like a challenge to try to keep some of the stuff that's not normal chopper stuff. So most people just run a tail light, brake light, headlight, and that's cool. It's more old school, but it's also not that challenging. To me, it's a little bit of a challenge to like. I deleted the front blinkers, but the rear blinkers I want to run and find a creative way to run them. And also, it's a little bit of safety. Same thing with the front brake. It's cooler not to have a front brake, but it's nice to stop. And you know, you want to be somewhere in the middle as safe as you can. If you got a family to come home to, uh, that's smart. If you don't, a lot of guys are just living in the moment, and sometimes it costs. It costs to do stuff a little crazier. Sometimes it doesn't cost as much as others. I mean, sometimes you just get hurt. But there's guys that have been doing old school, very bare minimum stuff for a long time, and they're totally fine, and that happens too. So, however you do your thing, uh, respect, but also hopefully you're safe. I hate to see people get hurt on these things because you don't get a lot of chances on bikes, and I've lost some homies already. So, uh, anyways, yeah, trying to figure out some of the wiring. Uh, Like I said, I'm trying to save the blinkers. I'm gonna have to figure out how to hide the fuse boxes. I might rewire some stuff because you want to minimize what you have on here. Basically, you're hiding all this stuff as much as you can, or deleting it. And I think it'd be a little easier to delete and create a simple wiring harness. But uh, yeah, I like the challenge of keeping as much as the useful stuff. And also, this is a '97. I think the older ones, it's going into the twin cam years, so there's more stuff. There's more stuff to delete than I think some of the older ones. So yeah, so I'm trying to figure out a balance. I did this, cut cut down here on the rear fender struts. So I'm committed to building a sissy bar now, and there's a lot of cool parts I want to put. I don't want to run those bars. Those bars are pretty cool if you're running a stock bike, but for what I got going on, I definitely want more chopper. I also want to run a narrow front end, but that'll probably come later. Nice thing about this bike is, like I said before, if you watched some of my other videos, it runs. So, quick funny story. I picked this bike up with my homie, and I kept telling him like I'm not gonna tear it down. I'm just gonna like take all the stuff I hate, the over flamed accessories and all the add-on parts that you can buy that people just throw on there. I'm like, that still drives me nuts. I just want to make it like real clean, simple, ride it around, and then I'll go crazy on it. And he kept giving me hell about it and telling me, "Oh, you're never gonna chop it or never gonna do anything crazy with it if you just make it rideable and make it cool enough." And I'm like, "No, I'll do it. I'll do it." And so uh, we kept kind of debating about it back and forth on the ride home from after picking the spike up, and ultimately he he just kept calling me out, and I'm like, man, I'll totally get bunch of work done on it, and but I'm gonna ride it. I was determined to ride it around first, and then when I started got it in the garage, I just started tearing it down, and I'm like, all right, cool, and then I just kept going, and so when he hit me up, it was like a nice day, like a few days later, and he's like, hey, let's get that bike out. I'm riding, so come ride with me. And I just sent him a picture of it all kind of torn apart. Then he thought it was pretty funny. But anyways, yeah, to everyone else working on stuff, good luck with what you're working on. If you're watching, thanks for watching, and maybe I'll post a few more technical things of what I've had to done because I know like when I've looked, I kind of joke about looking on YouTube, but I look on YouTube, I see what everyone else is doing and get ideas, and I love that stuff. I'm not one of those people that thinks they know it all or claims to know everything. I also, if I do know something cool, I'll see somebody else do it. Sometimes I like the way they do it better, even if it's good either way. I love learning from other people. So yeah, stay humble with that. Don't ever think you know too much because someone always knows something that's a little bit cooler or a better way to do it. And yeah, I mean that's one of the things I like about this culture too of bikes and cars. It's a really shared culture, and there's a lot of aspects of it, but a lot of the people that do this stuff, they're surprisingly really giving, and they look like me with tattoos, and sometimes have a bad past, and they're still the most loving people, which is dope. So yeah, if you're watching on YouTube, like or subscribe, and if you're watching on Instagram, say what's up, man. Like to hear from everybody. So thanks for watching.